Can the Minnesota Timberwolves force a seventh and deciding Game 7 in the Western Conference semifinals? Can the Minnesota They've released the National Football League schedule, and I can only find a couple 13, 14 losses on the schedule for the Vikings. With all of those topics and program password, invitational tournament round 2, Lil B. Where do we start? Only the Wheel of Topic knows. Oh, and the PGA Championship at
Commons Golf Game.
Oh, you know what I just thought of? I should have been doing all week. You know how we do a rock rank? I should have been a running.
What did you shoot today?
I shot a 81.
Where'd we play?
Prestwick had Wedgwood and Woodbury.
Where'd you hit it on one?
Right at the gut.
How far from the green was it?
Hit a beautiful shot. I actually hit it so well it flew the green. I don't know what got into it. I was like Popeye. I didn't even know my own strength.
Second shot?
Well, then I tried to putt from like an inch on the rough, and I don't know. I knew the greens are perfect at Prestwick, and I just bashed it like I was playing croquet in a cornfield.
Then what?
3-putted from, we 2-putted from there. I count, I don't know if you're like me, Timmy. I know technically that if you putt, anytime you putt from off the green, it's not considered a putt. I think if you're using your putter, it's a putt. So, again, I know technically it's not, but I feel like I 3-putted there. I actually, though, played better on the back. I went 43-38 and started. Sometimes I'm just not very psychologically strong, Tennessee, and I can't get myself to do that. What I just need to do is just get that timing, tempo, and rhythm going. And when I do, and I don't get too anxious to get to the ball, take it back low and slow, almost come to a Cam Young stop at the top, and then just don't go after it. Just kind of drop it in there and then release. I hit really quality golf shots. So things are looking up at the end of the week. About 3:40 this afternoon, I'm going to be north of that Luck County line, and my troubles are going to be behind me. Tee to Green live from Cragun's tomorrow, and it will be live at 10 o'clock. There will be no preemption because of Beyond the Pond. There is no more Beyond the Pond. We could have done a Sad Eyes for Beyond the Pond 2026. It has now come to an end. And so I'll actually be playing 9 tonight with master professional Craig Warren and his lovely wife, Judy. So much fun to play with Craig and Judy. So I'll get a playing lesson from Craig, and things are beginning to look up for me. Will they be looking up for the Wolves? I don't know. They're sort of kind of in a situation where I'm not that confident as much as I'd like to be. It's like that. That's why they play them, Tennessee. It's because, on any given Friday night, Tuesday night, regardless of what night they play on it. But the Spurs are quality top to bottom, even without Wembanyama. And you see when they have him, he changes the complexion of the game, both offensively and defensively. Offensively for his team and defensively for the opposition. And we're at home tonight, right? So we got that going for us, which is nice, but home court advantage doesn't necessarily guarantee anything. So,
the two biggest blowouts have been on the road in the series.
Yeah. So
I don't know what that means for Game 7 if we get there, but
so all we do, I guess, is we keep your fingers crossed. If you got a rabbit's foot, put it in your back pocket. If you have a horseshoe, put that in your front pocket, or vice versa, and just hope for the best. Is your Tennessee sense tingling? What do you think about tonight?
Well, I had lots of optimism before the series, and I definitely would not rule it out that they can come back and win the series. The problem is as the series have gone along, we've seen the same things happen over and over again, and we haven't seen the Wolves adjust to it.
Right. Yep.
I don't.
Spot on.
Unless Chris Finch has some sort of trick up his sleeve that he hasn't shown us yet for Game 6. It just seems like we're going to keep struggling offensively.
Let's say we were to lose tonight.
Unless Wemby gets ejected.
Yeah, well, that would help. Let's say the Wolves were to lose tonight. Yeah. Esteemed columnist, Fish Wrap Factory West Side, Jim Souhan, just kind of surmising, speculating, throwing it out there. Do you think Chris Finch's job is in danger? Again, that would be twice bounce in the Western Conference Finals. Then you don't get to the Western Conference Finals this year. And again, it's the old, well, it's not always the coach's fault, but you can't fire the whole team. And, the new ownership did inherit him, right? They went out and got Conley, but they inherited Chris Finch. And, do they say, hey, Chris, we appreciate all you've done for the organization, but we're moving in another direction. I think that's a distinct possibility. I don't know how much of it is on Finch. You've heard me say that. I've said it a couple times this week. If you get to be the head coach of any professional sports team at the highest level, you're pretty good at what you do. You don't get that job accidentally. They don't just go, hey, we're going to give you a head coaching job, even though you're not any good at it. But I think there's a possibility if they were to lose, his job could be in jeopardy. And I'm not even saying it should. I'm just saying I think it could. Would you agree?
Well, it's kind of weird because a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, you'd go, well, Chris Finch just got 2 Western Conference Finals, and then he just pulled off an upset over the Denver Nuggets without Anthony Edwards for half the series. And we thought, man, what a heck of a coach he is.
Yes.
So it is quite amazing how quickly things change.
Yeah. Game time, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to know. Is it 7, 8?
8:30 tonight.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's a Friday night, so I actually like that because I'm going to play up at the Classic, as I mentioned, with Craig Warren and his wife, Judy. So by the time I get off the golf course, I'll be able to settle in and watch a little Timberwolves basketball. We'll break. We'll come back. When we do, it'll be Peek at the Purple. They released the schedule, Tenneby. I guess my schedule was wrong. I've got to stop believing my sources or find a new source. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Tenneby's got a keyword for us. It's brought to you by BigDeck.com. Get your deck on. They're trying to put $1,000 in your hand. What you got?
The Fan and BigDeck.com want to get a shot to win bonus bucks with our national cash contest. Just enter the keyword cash at KFAN.com now for your shot at winning. Keyword is cash. Enter now at KFAN.com. Never miss your chance to know what the latest sports news is in town, chances to win tickets, and knowing what's going on with all your favorite KFAN shows. Follow KFAN 1003 on all of our social channels like Instagram, TikTok, and X now. Stay connected. Follow the sports leader, KFAN.
Peek at the Purple, brought to you by our friends at Affordable Electric. They're your old home specialists. May is Electrical Safety Month, and Affordable Electric is here to remind you that safety starts at home or your business. Let me repeat that. That's very important. Safety starts at home or your business. Our licensed electricians are ready to help with safety inspections, surge protection, panel upgrades, and more, because even small issues can lead to big problems. Whether your space is old or new or somewhere in between, Affordable Electric will make sure your electrical system is safe, efficient, and up to code. Call 612-331-VOLT or visit affordable-electric.com to schedule your service today. Affordable-electric.com. And remember, Affordable Electric is shockingly affordable. Do we want to break down the Vikings preseason schedule, Tenneby, or should we just bypass that and go dig right into the meat of the matter, the heart of the matter, the meat of the schedule? They open with the Green Bay Packers at home, and it's a 3:25 start. I personally, it's okay to open with a division rival. I know we like to close with them. I'd rather not open with the division rivals. I'd rather get a little deeper into the season, but that's fine. And we get them at home to start the season. Let's follow with another Central Division collision. They will travel and play the Bears. That's a noon game, followed by on the road at the Buccaneers, home to the Dolphins, on the road to play the Saints on October 11th. Vikings are back at home to host the Colts. Then they travel to the Motor City, to Pontiac, to take on the Motor City Kitties. That's a noon start. Then the Viking, November 9, I'm assuming, is that Thursday night or Sunday night or Monday night? It's a night game, I know that. It's a 7:15 start. Bills at Vikings. I don't have the day of the week there, sorry.
You said the 9th?
Yeah, the 9th.
Yeah, it's a Monday night.
Monday night.
Regardless of what night it is.
They're at home against the Bills, and then they will play the Green Bay Packers on November 15th. That'll be at Curly. So, possibility we could have some frigid weather, but November 15th can often be mild in Green Bay. 49ers, and is that the one? No, who do we play in Mexico?
That's San Francisco.
That is San Francisco. So we're in Mexico to take on the 49ers. They're considered the home team. Then the Vikings return home November 29th, host the Falcons. The Panthers travel to the Twin Cities on the 6th. On the 10th, the Vikings are in New England to take on the Patriots. They host the Kitties December 20th, my birthday. I know everybody cares about that. And then the December 27th game, TBD. Thibodeau. Commanders at Vikings. The 3rd, a noon start, Vikings at Jets. And then the Vikings will wrap up the season at home against the Bears on January 10th. And I know it tend to be when you do the on paper and you kind of go how the teams were last year. And, you know, it's hard to know for sure, especially with the draft picks, whether they're going to make impacts right away and kind of change the complexion of the opponents. But, you know, it doesn't look like there's going to be, there'll be losses. I don't think we're going 17-0. But the schedule, you know, and I guess a lot of it depends too. Whoever our quarterback is, do we get quality quarterback play? If we do, I mean, I don't see why we can't win 10, 11 games, maybe if things go right. Or am I being too optimistic? Am I being too ducky and bunny on that? What do you think? Again, I know it's without, like I just said, because of, and then there's injuries and draft picks and free agency, but I think the Vikings could be, they could scratch the surface on double digits.
They went 9-8 with awful quarterback play, with probably a more challenging schedule last year.
Yes.
So if you can turn that awful quarterback play into mediocre quarterback play with a, you know, slightly lesser schedule, because you get to go, now you have other teams in your division that are also going to be going up against those same NFC South foes.
Correct.
And 2 of those AFC East foes. But, barring the quarterback play is all right, they should be able to improve by a couple games.
I also saw, I decided to Google who has I hate to use the word easy. I don't like using the word easy at any time, other than when I say it ain't easy being easy, but I'm easy. Easiest schedule in the National Football League. They had these metrics, and I don't remember what, there was 2 or 3 teams that had, but then here's what this says, alternative metric. Using 2026 projected Vegas win totals, some analysis suggests the Detroit Lions may actually face the easiest schedule. It's very similar, obviously, to the Vikings and the Bears and the Packers, because they both play. Which division do they get?
NFC South and AFC East.
Yeah, so they get both of those. But then the Lions, do they get a...
Well, they get the 4th place schedule in terms of the NFC West and the NFC East.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you get Arizona and who was the last this year in the NFC East? Was that the Giants?
Yes. So maybe that's why they with this Vegas odds and such like that. But Deuce and I were looking at the Lions schedule, and again, so much depends too if the Lions can get any kind of. Their offensive line just isn't what it was 3 years ago when they went to the NFC Championship game, or the following year when they went 15-2. They just don't have the same offensive line. And whether the people they drafted or signed via free agency can change that, I don't think it might be the old, if they even had a Super Bowl window, and I think they kind of did when they went to, they were up 24-7 at the half against the Niners in the NFC Championship game. I think their window might be closed. I think right now, I know there are people that are still not convinced the Bears, that they might, look, they had a little bit of luck on their side last year, right? So some things went their way that don't necessarily do it. And I think most Viking fans don't want to admit when the Packers are a formidable foe. I still think it's a battle between those 2 teams. Not that the Vikings and the Kitties can't put things together. You know how things change from year to year, but I kind of think it's the Bears' division to lose. Would you agree with that or not? Because I can't remember if you're as optimistic, if you're as high on the Bears as I am. I think the Bears are good because I love their quarterback.
I was going to say, a lot of previewing these teams is based off of what you're getting at the quarterback position. And Caleb took a huge jump last year. Obviously, having Ben Johnson in the fold, I think, was helpful. But he was another year in the NFL, and he had some awesome moments. I guess you could also say, what are the odds he has some of these kind of comeback moments he had last year? Maybe he had a little puck luck on his side, but there's a reason to believe he can get better. He was thought to be a generation quarterback when he came out of college and was the #1 overall pick.
Yeah.
But they've loaded up the weapons around them. They improved the offensive line last year, and their defense is pretty solid.
Yeah, I tend to agree. How did I don't suppose you listen, but I'm going to ask anyways. How did that schedule release show go with Lieber, Bursich?
I actually listened to some of it. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I was in the car.
A lot of this.
A lot of because they were doing it on StreamYard, so there's just guys dropping out.
Oh, okay.
PA dropped out at one point, and Lieber showed up in the middle of the thing. I don't know. It's kind of hodgepodge.
I tuned in, turned on, and dropped out. So that you don't. It wasn't. Would you consider it Ducky and Bunny though? I mean, were they all optimistic?
It's PA, Bursich, and Lieber.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess that's a stupid question. Sorry about that. Well, I asked Nordo today. I said my prediction for PA would be he likes the schedule and he's thinking, 12-5. If we steal one, 13-4. At worst, we're 11-6. Right?
Yeah.
Because then you go, well, I said 11-6. I mean, that's, because you can't go, I think they're going to be 14-3. Even he knows he can't.
And he can't say 7-10.
No, he can't.
No.
There's no way. He can't even say 9-8.
He's just always going to be in that 3-game range.
Right.
Regardless.
And it's always
we could be 2-15. He'll still put us in that 3-game range.
And it's going to be the best ever still is when he said it'll be the Vikings and the Falcons in the NFC Championship game, and the two teams combined that year won 5 games. That'll happen though, because let's face it, not all of us can employ the esoteric approach. Let's take a break. Come back. Little bit early today. We have program password invitational tournament starting at 1:15. Audra Martin is playing, but her schedule got shifted a little bit because the Twins are. Did you say they're starting earlier?
They got moved up because of the Timberwolves game. So
so we're going to start a little early, but that's cool too. So we'll do that. Well, Lil B is next here on the Common Man program, along with 10 B, right here on the Fan.
Lil B joins.
Yeah, baby.
Smoke show from Glencoe is the feminine touch of the program. We need it. There's so much testosterone just coursing through these airwaves.
I've just about had it.
Really, with testosterone?
Yeah.
Or what is it now?
With all of you.
What did I do?
You men. This is what I love. I catch so much crap for having opinions.
Do you like the look? The
Who is
purple
that?
pants. That was Cam Young. The purple pants with the pink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, just wanted to know.
Yeah, I like purple.
It almost looked like he was an Easter egg. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, spring is sprung.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
wants to wear that, he can.
No, it's okay. I just wonder if you liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
You guys just rip me for having opinions all the time.
Yeah. No, I never have.
Yeah, you do.
Do you like the pink pants and the blue? It's the baby blue top.
No, I hate baby blue.
I always love that
Hate baby blue.
I like the pink and the blue combo platter, though. That's
It's
Jason
better with
Day
purple.
of
I like baby blue.
I hate it. That's an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the
And
opinion. I'm not
ripping-
mad at you for you.
And we're ripping your opinion because we like baby blue.
Right. But, sometimes I try to, I have to, pull words and opinions out of you guys when I need answers, whatever. I've never seen so many men in this place have opinions until we got to this week, and they painted in the hallways.
It looks like an operating
right,
room.
but every man has come down in my office.
I didn't.
Sat down and is like, whose idea was it to paint everything white? That looks terrible.
I didn't. I was the one man that did not.
I did today.
He did.
You did?
Now,
Nordo had the best line.
Nordo just came in and let me have
He said it looks like we should all have straight jackets on.
Well, that is abundantly clear,
it's a
regardless if it's
sanitarium.
white or not. We're all nuts.
It's so bright in there.
Okay.
They're going to change it, right?
Right. So maybe we approach Lil B a little bit differently.
We don't care about feelings.
Right. But come in. And rather than sit down and start barking at me about the white doors and the white walls, that's not going to stay like that, is it?
Well, I think people
first
are
of all,
concerned.
but was I painting it?
I don't know. That's what we don't know. You're the one that makes all the decisions.
I
You
do.
have the brick wall they tore. That who was it that overridden, who decided no, we're not going to go? Somebody must have pulled rank on you. Or
Well,
something.
yeah, because here's what happened. Well, first of all, let me get back to the white doors. They're not going to stay like that. We're going to rewrap them. But we didn't
With the
want
I Heart Red?
some doors had to get torn off in this whole remodel thing, and some didn't. And we didn't want a fresh new, hey, we're moving in. But then when we got back here, some of the doors were this color and some were that. So it's like a It's like a primer. Okay, so everybody just calm down. We're going to get rid of them.
Well, they panicked. I would panic too. What if you would have said, though, that's the way it's going to stay, then everybody would have been bitter.
But does that impact your show in any way?
Well, yeah, because
Why?
Because
it's our work environment.
It's a work environment.
It's the outside of the door.
I know, but still, I can see it from here through that window.
Sorry, Chip and Joanna Gaines. My God.
Who are Chip and Joanna Gaines?
They're on HGTV.
On what?
Okay.
Well, therefore, you don't need an office once we move in because it doesn't matter. The work environment doesn't matter, right? The work environment doesn't matter.
You can just have a little cubicle.
Yeah, because I need to shut the door so I don't have to hear you guys complain anymore.
Also, your work environment does matter.
Yeah.
When it comes to you clowns. But here's what happened. This whole remodel.
Well, you could be in a circus too.
They didn't have me. They didn't have me go on the calls because they know I would have given my opinion.
I mean, you got some clown to you too.
I have clown to me?
Yeah.
Are you insane?
No, I'm not insane. I think if you asked anybody and they were saying, I don't mind saying, I'll say it to you. The others, they might be afraid, but I'm not. You have some clown-like features to you. Yeah,
I don't have clown-like features.
Yeah, sometimes you're
I think you're missing what a clown is as opposed to like an intimidating, opinionated person. Those are two different things.
I'm not intimidated.
Yeah, no, you called me a clown.
Well, yeah.
I'm saying a clown and a person that's intimidating are two different things. Clown is like people that it is just like a circus.
Sometimes there's a circus atmosphere in your office.
Well, that's from the people that are coming in there.
I don't know.
Meat sauce.
I don't know. Anyway, I was wondering about the white walls as well because I wasn't sure, but they're going to keep it that way. I mean, how did we know?
Well, if you guys want, I'll meet you down here on a Saturday and we can repaint everything together.
Oh, no,
I don't understand why you're getting so upset and offended by this.
Yeah, people were just wondering if
I came in nicely. I was calm.
You came in nicely. Other people, so you came in nicely. Literally everybody else did not.
But you got to.
They were all fired up as though I was the one that had the paintbrush.
But will you exclude me? I never mentioned the walls to you once. I was not part of that group. You're lumping me in with those guys. I never walked into your office ever and said, why are the walls all white? Are they going to stay that way? I didn't bring it up.
You were the only one.
Because I don't really even care, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Now, what I want to know is, what did you do for Mother's Day? Did they go play basketball?
Nothing.
You were home all by yourself?
Yeah, they went and played basketball.
So what did you get for so then did you get a card, though? And that kind of stuff?
A lot of pastries and a huge Mother's Day balloon that is still up in the kitchen.
That's nice.
Yeah. It was very nice.
Yeah.
And all the cards were handmade, and I even got one from Winston.
Really?
From Winstagram.
Oh.
Cutest ever.
Yeah. Oh, Winsty got you one.
Yep.
Was it all chewed up? Because, dogs like to chew things.
No, but the Vi drew like a little paw. Like he signed it with his paw. Oh, cutest ever. Recovery from his scrotal ablation going very well.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about scrotal ablation. No! So.
We're 1 week in. I thought it was going to be worse, to be honest. He's doing great. He doesn't even try to go near his stitches.
Really?
So I was really relieved with that. And he's very used to the bodysuit now that he has to wear.
The bodysuit? Was the bodysuit a permanent?
Just for another week.
Another week?
So he can't get at the stitches.
Right, sure.
It's better than, how would you like to walk around with a cone on your head all day?
Well, I've walked around with a pair of rolled up athletic socks under my scrotum.
Oh, my God.
Well, I had to. The doctor said elevate your scrotum.
But if you had to walk around with a cone and then when you wanted to eat your lunch on the air, you couldn't get to your lunch because the cone's in the way. It's hitting the mic, hitting the door frame. So we took the cone off and we went
when I
bodysuit.
had a vasectomy. They put a cone around my neck to make sure I wouldn't. I never had a vasectomy.
Okay.
I just think it's a good joke. Cone around your neck so you don't lick the stitches. Okay.
You never had a vasectomy?
No. We might want to have more kids.
What?
Yeah, baby.
You never know.
I really do know.
Can you?
Wow.
I mean, well, let's put it this way. My second wife hasn't been born
Yeah.
yet. What if she wants to have kids?
That's true. God forbid you take that away from her.
He's waiting for the vasectomy endorsement.
Could you get that?
I probably could, actually.
That's, we call that.
Tenna, do you need one? 2 for 1?
I'll do one too.
2 for 1? You don't have one either?
No.
What? I'll go 2 for 1 on this deal.
Yeah, if you can get us an endorsement,
All right.
we're in.
Okay.
I'm in.
I'll work on it.
I'm all in, man, if you can do it.
Okay.
There's another question I wanted to ask.
So I'd like to have it around Masters weekend next year.
I'd like to have it around the state fair. Rosie. God, what the hell? I had another bit, but I got caught off guard with the white walls. You started melting down on me on the white walls, and I didn't even talk about them. But I'm trying to think of what else it was I wanted to ask you, and I'm so annoyed by it because it was a good bit.
Did it have to do with scrotal ablation?
No. It had to do with this place, but I don't remember what it was.
This place that we reside in?
Yeah, I don't remember what that
I'm a little worried about the new office chairs.
Uh-oh.
What are the office chairs now? What's the issue?
Well, when
there?
you leave here today, go walk down the new side.
I walked through
there's
today for the first time, and I like the look over there. They got a lot of glass walls. I love the entryway.
Yeah, it looks great. But the chairs are all very
ergonomic.
I don't know if
is that a word? Is ergonomic a word?
It might be.
Sounds like it.
But it's very like trendy looking.
Ergonomic is like money in the stock market, right?
What?
Hold on.
Everything has a like Swedish look, like an IKEA look. But there's a couple chairs in the offices down there. Go sit in that once.
I'm not going to criticize it because then I'm just going to get yelled at.
Yeah, if I criticize it, maybe that's not.
I don't have any opinions on it.
Yeah, maybe they haven't adjusted the chairs yet.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah,
they're kind of like a one size fits all situation. There's no levers. There's no rolling.
What?
There's no
rolling.
No, and they're very short. So I'm worried about how short the desks are going to be. Because what our office chairs look like now, or like what you guys have in your cube areas.
I love Can I keep my current chair?
It's not like that at all.
No,
you're not going to be able to keep it because it's not going to go with the ambiance.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
There were 3 people here earlier this week.
Yeah.
And they were sitting over there. Were they the people that designed this?
Yeah.
Where did we find that? Why did
they work for us?
They work for us.
Yeah, but the one
we have a department of people that work for us that put together
that are in charge of these renos across the country. And
I'd love to have that gig. I wonder.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
But see, one of them is kind of feisty. And that's why they didn't want to let me on a call, because they thought if me and her started talking, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
She kind of feisty. She didn't want to give us a lot of space.
So did anybody ask, like, well, what's the process behind this, and what's the thinking behind chairs that are they don't have any where you can adjust the back or make them higher or lower or armrests? I mean, that doesn't seem to make any sense.
I think those are strictly chosen for like the aesthetics, because they go with the whole. It does kind of have like that Swedish kind of European look over there, wouldn't you say? Like as you're walking through, it looks like.
If you want to be in Sweden, move to Sweden.
It looks like an IKEA as you're walking through, and I love IKEA as much as the next person. But if mommy's got to sit and hammer out emails trying to get that NTR all day, I'm going to need a chair with a little give in it. It's you go sit in it when you leave here today. Tell me what you think.
We're going to keep our chairs in here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Well, actually, we might get new ones, but they'll be like that. They won't be, because we got to make sure you're comfy.
Well, yeah,
It's important that you're comfortable while you're doing this job.
Now, because there's no place for us to sit anymore, I'm just going to, and this will make everybody happy. Instead of seeing me at, 10 a.m., 10:30. 11 o'clock, 11:30.
Yeah.
I'm just coming in just right before the show.
Oh, God, not that.
Oh, devastated.
No, I said I know you guys are like that. No, I beat you to the let's do the bit that we were bothered by a comment. I said you guys will be appreciative of this. I will not show up now until just before.
Well,
because there's no place to sit. I'm not going to stand around.
Do you know what they're called? Common areas.
Oh, are
It's just for you.
Yeah, but there's so many people to sit in those. Right?
No, like there's going to be cubes, but then there's like common areas for collaborating. That's where you and Tenna can sit.
Oh, boy.
And talk about the show at 11:57. You can go in the common area.
White walls and IKEA furniture. Nice to see the profits generated by the KFAN talent going straight into Lil B and Abbott's pockets and not enhancing the work environment. See?
How is it going into my pocket?
I don't know. Somehow you guys have figured out a way to do it.
We're not paying for it.
Oh. Well, anyway.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't...
I can't wait till you come into the common area.
I say, I just wanted... Will they have a microwave so I can make my lunch? That's all I want to know. That's all.
New microwave, got a dishwasher. Your shift is 3 to 4.
Yeah, I'm... I don't need a place to sit. I just like having the office just because it was fun.
Well, you got a rip.
Yeah, it was just fun to do the bit about the office. I don't need any place to sit around here.
Well, it'll be nice for you because now when you do your free show, I mean, everybody will hear it. You can just stand in one spot. You don't have to bop around to the other areas.
Well, I put the schedule up there for people for free show, and only one person signed up, and they never showed up either. So that was...
Well, that's the other thing. Now I'm worried about you.
Oh, so?
We have these new fancy rooms, and they've got the little pads outside where you have to like reserve the conference room. So like if you're in there meeting with a client, you have to reserve it, and it'll say, common.
We'll let salesperson
1 to 2.
Yeah, we'll let salesperson do that part of it.
You're not going to do it?
Nah. I generally like to meet with the clients at their place of business. I like to go to where they live, so I can.
That's nice.
Like we went out to Willow River. Egan and I went out to Willow River Company now is on with us, and met all the folks up there, including Ronnie. Ronnie started Willow River Company with a John Deere tractor and a pickup truck years and years and years ago. Now it's a great big huge company. We went over to their place in Hudson and got to meet everybody, and they had some pastries, and it was a great time. I learned everything I needed to know about the company. So I would rather go where the client is unless they want to come in here. Some clients kind of want to see, they think like it's a magical place because it's radio and it's just like,
they want to watch us.
No, it's just a studio with microphones and a couple of computer screens. It's really not that special.
And a couple of nutbags doing the show.
But I would rather go to the client's place of business. Matter of fact, I was out on Wednesday. I took the day off. I was over at Welshire. They were having their open house. And I got to see the president, Corey Welshire, or Corey Wisco of Welshire. And they had Juicy Lucy's for lunch.
Oh, God.
Juicy Lucy's and fries. They were so good. I don't know if I've ever had a Juicy Lucy before with cheese inside the burger. It was
oh, my God.
Good.
It's so good.
So I spent some time over there to see their new facility. They just opened a brand new wing. And the week before that, I took a day off and I went to Lano Equipment's open house and spent some time with Justin. And Justin owns the place, and Sarah's the one that does the media buying. As a matter of fact, we've just a quick announcement. Toro Days was supposed to end today at Lano Equipment at their 3 locations in Loretto, Winoka, and Shakopee. They've extended it until the 31st. They got together with the folks at Toro and said, let's extend that. So money-saving specials on Toro Equipment, whether it's commercial or residential, you're able to do that. And I'm getting a new mower from them. I was going to get an electric one, but I think I'm going to get... and the prices are terrific. I mean, during Toro Days, you can save money. So anyways, I'm going to get a gas-powered one, I think. I was going to do electric, but it's like it takes about 40 minutes to do my lawn if I'm kind of do it with a real purpose.
Yeah.
And the electric mowers, they're good for maybe 50 minutes. So if I get delayed or something goes wrong or I run over a rabbit, the next...
My God.
Well, the next thing I know is then I can't finish these. So I'm going to get a gas power. So I'm really excited about it. So and now I have to be out of my office by the 1st, right?
Yeah. Do you have anything in there?
Oh gosh, yeah. I have all sorts of things. I mean, I can get it out of there pretty quick.
Okay.
June 1st is I asked Emily, she said the drop dead day to get the stuff out is the 1st, June 1st. It's got to be out. So I've got another week to go. Tennessee, you got your place all cleared out?
I haven't even started.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about him. Have you seen Guardsy's spot?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got stuff in there that's 20 years old.
Maybe what I could do is another one of my clients, 2 men in a junk truck. We could have them come and I
they could just back into the loading dock.
They could just back into the loading dock and we can load all of it because I've got stuff that I don't need anymore. Do you do that? Do you have like at home things you've just hauled around for years? And I'm looking at them going, why do I? And I have trouble parting ways with like what I think are mementos. And I look at them, I go, I'm never going to, I of all the stuff I've saved from all the years, I've looked at it maybe 4 or 5 times, and it's like I just need to get rid of. I need to downsize and what's the word I like using? Where it's called there's a word for it now where you try. I can't think of the word now, but I like to where I don't have. I want to declutter and get rid of everything in my life. I have too many things laying around the house.
I want to take a week off, and then each day is a different room, and you just go into that room, and you just start clearing it out, and anything you don't need anymore, you just get rid of it. I want to do that.
Electric mowers are the best. Get an extra battery, so easy, 10 times better than gas.
Wow.
Yeah.
You'd be like a new age guy.
I had my mother, God bless her, and may she rest in peace. She had a really tiny yard. She had an electric mower, and I inherited it from her basically when she went to the great beyond. It was like nobody else wanted. I said, I'll take it. And this was like one of those when they were just starting electric mowers. Mm-hmm. So it really wasn't, and I don't even know what brand it was. It was kind of a knockoff. Maybe it was IKEA. I don't know, but I didn't really particularly care for it, but now with the technology and the advancements they have.
You know what you should get?
What?
Have you seen the ones where it's like a Roomba for your lawn and it just goes by itself? There's one over in my neighborhood.
Okay.
I could watch that thing all the time.
Not only that,
I love it.
I'll show you a video. I was out at Edinburgh, USA playing golf. The lawnmowers that, the maintenance people ride on, big chair thing.
Yeah.
Those now don't need anybody. There was nobody in it. It was a great, big, huge lawnmower going back and forth across the fairway. I've got a video. I'll show it to you.
And they didn't have to do anything.
No, they didn't have to do anything. And it's like, and it would actually, what was crazy is, so baby brother Peter was driving his cart across the fairway, and all of a sudden the mower started beeping at him. Beep, 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 beep. Get the hell out of my way. But yeah, it's...
How do those things get like every blade of grass?
I don't know. Well, it's the same thing with they've got Uber cabs with no people in them.
The Waymos.
I don't know if I can get in one of those.
I would totally do it.
I don't.
I would try it.
It terrifies me.
You're a new age guy. Just try it.
I would just rather have somebody behind the wheel. If they would allow me to sit in the driver's side and just be like the co-pilot, just in case something goes wrong. Okay, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We got another segment to go, and then Audra Martin and Kevin Gore are coming in at 1:15 for the second. A quarterfinal matchup in the Program Password Invitational. They will be facing Corey Cove and myself.
How are you feeling about today?
I feel good,
Okay.
I just don't want to let Corey down. He's very good at the game.
He's very good.
I'm not going to say I'm either brilliant or brutal. I'm either okay or brutal,
Yeah.
So I really hope I'm okay, and I think he can carry me through it. We'll break. We'll come back. Another segment with Lil B here on the Common Man program, along with Tennessee here on The Fan.
Listening to Lil B with Common
on The Fan.
The Fan.
From the